Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Stock Talk. I see that we have 11 people here so far. So I'm just going to check the audio, make sure we're good, and then we'll get the party started. Please let me know, guys, if there's audio. And unfortunately, I will be coughing throughout this. So I'm still battling that cough, so be prepared. Unfortunately, I will be coughing throughout this. There we go. So that's me. All right. All right. So we got 9 people here. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. So I want to go through futures as always first. I want to talk about some inside bar power, and then I want to look at some swing trades. Okay. As always, feel free to post in the chat any chat requests or questions that you have. It will be my pleasure to help you. Okay. So last week, going into the end of the week, I pointed out a few beautiful inside bars that all produce winners. And I want to just show you guys the power of inside bars, and we can look at them together. So we had actually 3 inside bar patterns that really traded very well last week. Okay. So just starting off here. Hi, Phil. Welcome. Welcome. So just starting off here, guys, if we look to the left, okay, let's draw the range of last week first together. Okay. So as always, I always like to draw the range of the previous week to see where we open to understand what's likely to happen. Okay. So I'm just going to hover over the last week's bar. It was 41.8350. So we're going to double click on that. We're going to type in 41.8350, right? And then we're going to look at the low. The low was 41.0125. So we're going to double click here and we're going to do 41.0125. Okay. So now we're going to go to the hourly chart and then we're going to see where we opened. So it's clear, guys, that we're opening inside of the range. Okay. Hi, Craig. Welcome. So when we open inside of the range, that means we're likely to have a back and forth battle because there's no clear winner. We haven't gapped up above any short stop losses and we haven't gapped below any long stop losses. And because of that, we're likely to be within a battle while we're inside of the last week's range. So it's going to be very, it's going to be a lot less directional and a lot more choppy. Uh-oh. Sorry about that, guys. So what we do is we're going to take the Fibonacci, okay? And we're going to touch here 41.0125, and we're going to bring it up to the high, okay? And we're going to use these fibs as potential areas for support, okay? So as you can see, we did find immediate support at the 236 fib. We popped, but most likely, if we continue lower, we can find support, the 382 and especially the 50% retracement. So that would also be a really good area because if you can see this 382 lines up with this previous support and the 50 also lines up with this previous resistance. So this is a nice zone here. If we do pull back a little bit more, that this area could be a great buying area. And as always, the 618 is always a good buying area. Pacific B, hi there. Great to have you back in full force. Thank you very much. Delfino, thank you very much. Jeff, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right. So something interesting that I want to point out. So I have the fibs for you guys. Okay. What is interesting that I want to point out is check this out. We have a tweezer top right here. High 41.6875. Next candle high 41.6875. So we already have a short-term top that's been put in by the bears. They are trying their best to short this market, and we can clearly see it through the price action. So you guys know I have this right here at the bottom of my screen. It's called the tweezer scanner, and the tweezer scanner looks for tweezer patterns for me, and it highlights it in dark green. Okay. So what I can say here is we are up against this tweezer and we need to pay close attention. This tweezer will act as a short-term resistance. And if we can break through this tweezer, that's going to be likely the first level that the bulls can push through. But if not, then look for the Fibonacci. Look for all the Fibonaccis that I had drawn for you guys as areas of support. Okay. So what I wanted to share with you guys through my inside bar testing and also speaking to my students, and I just want to show you guys some of the success I've been having with the inside bar. So let's look at this here, okay? So we had this. So if we look back left, okay, we can clearly see that this market is trending. And if we really want to, we can draw something like that, and that's an easy way for you to see the market is trending, right? Because we're making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And at the same time, we are making higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. So that's clearly trending, okay? So whenever we're trending, you want to pretty much play with the trend, okay? So how do we play with the trend? Well, I'm going to introduce you guys a way, which is called inside bars, right? So you guys know the inside bars, but they work especially well in a trending context. So let's look at these last 3 inside bar setups going into the end of the week. So we had a nice inside bar setup here. And sorry, guys, that's coming from my balcony. We have this nice inside bar setup right here. And look where this inside bar is sitting, right on the 20 EMA. So when the market is trending, the 20 EMA, which is the mid-Bollinger Band, is very, very powerful, very, very strong. So whenever we have an inside bar setup near the 20 EMA, we have a very, very powerful setup, okay? So right here, just going long, either at the close or the break of the high of this inside bar, you know, you could have made at most 23 points, which is awesome, right? Then we have another one. And this one worked really well as well, right? That was a good 11 points. And then finally, we had the most beautiful double inside bar pattern into the close. Guys, it doesn't get any better than that. So this is 12 o'clock and this is 1 o'clock, okay? So this finishes at 2 o'clock. So at 2 o'clock, this is how the chart looks. Double inside bar. So we can see the market was very, very, very tightly going into the close, okay? And if you're playing options or you're playing futures, you want to grab your plays with this tight consolidation, because after this tight consolidation, it's going to be expansion. And that's how we make money. We make money through expansion. Okay. So right here again, double inside bar. We know the trend is up. We can just go in right when we break through this high, and we have a nice, beautiful pop into the close, probably for 3 or 4 times your money there. So easy, easy money. If you're playing Friday expiry options, that's easy, like 10 or 20 times your money right there. So beautiful plays. Okay, guys. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about today was using the mother bar in these inside bars a little bit more. Okay. So this works especially when you have very small inside bars. So normally when you do inside bars, we either put the stop loss below the low of the inside bar, or we put it somewhere with a fib or somewhere with a lower time frame support. However, when it's really, really tight, sometimes you can get chopped out. So instead of putting your stop loss below the low, we can put our stop loss below the mother bar. So this is what I call the mother bar, or the ignition bar. The ignition bar is the bar to the left of the inside bar, and it's usually a bigger body bar, right? So you can use the low of the bigger body bar to be your stop loss instead of using the inside bar. So you have more room. And as you can see here, this would have allowed you to stay into the trade when this pullback happened. All right. So does that make sense for you guys? All right. So that's the futures rundown. Okay. So we have the fibs. We have a tweezer top. So let's pay attention to this tweezer top together. Okay. Let's look at it this week and see how it goes. But you guys know how I feel about tweezer tops. I've made a lot of money in the past on that. But already we're having a great push from this tweezer top. We're having a great push down. Let's see what that is. Close to 8 points. So very, 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 very good. Okay, Rizwan. Welcome, Rizwan. And I am going to. So I have to leave at 8:30 today. I have another meeting, but I want to make sure we get through everything. So throw any questions in there. But that's the futures rundown. Let's quickly look at MNQ. Okay. And see what's going on. Pretty much the same thing, right? Okay. So have your fib drawn. So here's the most recent swing low. Bring it up to the swing high. Again, so here, major area of support. All right. All right. So before we go on to the chart request, your tweezer top also had a 50-minute inside bar. Oh, beautiful. Really? Let's see that. Thank you very much for sharing that. Let's see. Yeah, right over here. But in this case, what I would do, so you guys know that I like playing gaps, right? So you could see this is a gap down, right? We can all see this is a gap down. Let's draw the fib on the gap. Look at that. Exactly on the 618. Guys, I don't make this up, guys. This is from real trading. This is from my time, 6 years in the market. Look at that, guys. This is a setup that I take all the time, 618. It's so beautiful. It's like art. Okay. And these concepts are in my book, as you guys know. So, it's beautiful, really, really, really beautiful. I love it. I love it. So many opportunities to make money. You have to have a plan and you need to have a system. That's all you need to do, guys. Keep it simple. Okay. So I just wanted to talk about, I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have these 7 trades that I already put orders in for next week's swing trades. These are in my private room. If you guys are interested in the swing trades, I've already posted them. We all put our orders in and we're ready to go for next week. Okay. Another list that I created is this list here. And I want to share this with you guys. This is my watch list for the week. Okay. So I want to share this with you guys before I look at the chart request. Okay. So every single one of these tickers on the 3-week chart, 3-week chart. Let me repeat that. 3-week. Okay. This is not conventional. One thing that I do in trading is challenge the status quo. If everybody's using 1 week, why can't I use 2 weeks? Why can't I use 3? Why can't I use 7, 8, 9? I create these visions in my head of different ways of trading. And one thing that I noticed was the 3-week chart was interesting to me. Okay. And I did a little bit of a back test and I did something like, let's look at these. Let's say you shorted here. Say you shorted here. Say you went long here. Say you went long on this double inside bar. You see that, guys? Good setups. So Goose, 3-week inside bar. Nike, 3-week inside bar. Ford, Under Armour, Disney, AMD, Visa, JP Morgan, Chevron, General Electric, and XOM. So those are all on my radar next week, guys. So these I am going to be watching very closely to see how the price action reacts next week. And I'm going to be taking trades based on that and also based on my private swing room trades. Okay. But the private swing room trades are first priority because I've tested the weekly chart more extensively. And these here are optional trades for me, but also very good trades. So I'll be looking for those. Okay. And let me give you guys a little taste of what I've been doing. So recently I took Google on this 2-week. You see this double inside bar on the 2-week chart. I took Google right up here and I just crushed it. Visa was another one recently. So on this 2-week chart over here, you see this 2-week inside bar. I went up on Visa and made some money, right? So those are 2 that come to mind. Oracle, I destroyed Oracle on the weekly chart. Right here with the inside bar, look at that. We got in right here, guys. We're almost 10 times our money on Oracle. So I love it. Really, really good trade. Okay, on to the chart request. Shop. So I like Shop back here, actually, when we had this inside bar. We had a beautiful inside bar play right here, and that would have produced a little bit of a winner so far, but nothing too much. I liked it more down here. Now, coming up over here, it's actually pressing up against a Fibonacci from what I can see. So let's draw it right there on the 50. You see that, guys? That is just experience. I just looked at it, I knew. That's experience. That's what I want you guys to get, that level of comfort with reading the charts. If you can get to that level, guys, you can do really, really well. It's a skill, just like playing basketball. All right, so here's up on the 50, and you can already see the algorithms has loaded in short. So as long as this area kind of holds for the shorts, there's a potential that we come and retest this low over here. But if we can get through it, that'll be very, very bullish, okay? We did ES, target. Hi, Sharon, welcome. We'll get to those. Target, I don't see anything on target outside of this beautiful inside bar back here, which was an absolutely amazing play. If any of you guys got this, I know we talked about this before. So that was a beautiful play. So right now, when we're like up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, it's very hard to be a buyer for me personally. So I wouldn't be looking for anything. So Mara was a good day trade. I called this out a few days ago. So we could see here, we had this inside bar and then we opened near the bottom of the inside bar and we broke through the low and wham, wham, wham. So that's like 4 or 5 times your money right there. So I like Mara more of a day trade. I don't really like it from a swing trade because it's very, very volatile. And as you can see, guys, I've made some great calls on Mara over the last few months by just using the inside bars. Okay. Tilray, Penn. Okay, what's going on with Tilray these days? Hi, Leah. Welcome. So Tilray, you see what I don't like about Tilray is how tight the consolidation is. You see how tight it is? And that tightness really makes it hard to trade. It really makes it hard to make money because you're pretty much bound to get stopped out. What I do like here is we had an inside bar on the 14th of April. We broke to the upside and then we immediately turned around. And then look what's happening again. Now we're making a double bottom. Okay, so for Tilray, I would actually be looking for a setup like this. Long above that wick right there and a stop below this low because this could be a double bottom play right here. So that looks pretty good on Tilray. I would take a chance there, but that's pretty much it. Penn. I really did like Penn back when we were over here. So as you guys can see, I did take a trade back on Penn over there and I lost, unfortunately. But right now where we are in Penn, we're retesting the 20 EMA. And look what happened the last time we retested 20 EMA. So, if we can get back above the 20 EMA, get back above maybe 107 right here, that would be a great opportunity to go long. It looks like it lines up with the fib as well. Let's see, low to high right there on the 50. You see that, guys, how accurate I am with the 50? That comes from experience. That's the level I want you guys to get at. Okay, open. So nice inside bar last week, and we broke down, and we probably already hit targets there. If you took that short 1-to-1, boom. So look at the beauties of the inside bar. So even this one up here, you could have taken a partial. On this one short, you could have taken that down. Pretty decent. Very, very good. Even up here, guys, long, and then down here, boom. Beautiful plays. Okay. Open snow. Oops. Snow. Ooh, oh, wow. Congratulations. We have 31 people in here. So somebody's going to get a free book. All right. That's good. That's good. We're back. We're back in power, guys. I'm happy to be back. Snow. I talked about snow with this double bottom, right? The last time we talked about it was this double bottom, right? This bottom, double bottom looks pretty good. What I like now, there's been 2 weeks of selling inventory right here. We can see in these wicks. So if we can get above 242 on snow, that will be very bullish to confirm the double bottom. D-Raj, welcome. NQ, we went through. Let's look at Viacom. Okay, here again. So we had that weekly inside bar 2 weeks ago, and that one is still playing out. I do not like this sell-off. Obviously, it was news related. And personally, I wouldn't swing this stock. I would be looking only to day trade it. Okay, only. I don't want to get trapped in anything. GDXG, those are gold miners. That's on a fib. Let's see what it is. Low to high. Oh my God, am I that accurate? Yeah, I am. Right there. Look at that. Right on the 50 again. So guys, look at the fibs. Look at the fibs. We come to the 236. Okay, watch this closely. We come to the 236, we bounce. We come to the 382, we bounce. We come to the 50, we bounce. It's that simple. Have a plan and trade it. Okay? So I like that it's coming to the 50 and there's a nice hammer. So definitely, I would have been in it actually here. I wouldn't have waited till this right now because now it's already 2 weeks up. So I would have already made money if I was in that trade. So if you're in it already, then just play the 50. But I wouldn't really want to be chasing. So Caesars, I'm pretty sure we looked at this back 2 weeks ago. We had that nice, beautiful inside bar. That's a winner already. So congratulations to anyone that took that inside bar. Beautiful winner. Right now, we're just hanging out. This looks like a 618. Let me see if I can be right again. Let's see. Yep, there we go. 618. Okay. Beautiful 618 potential short right here. If we can break through this low, coming back now, most likely. Okay. Apple. Apple. So what I did with Apple last week is I called out this inside bar for you guys, and Apple ended up being a very good day trade. Apple was a very good day trade. And if you swang it, you're still making money. So I gave this one out, guys. I gave this one out, and you're actually making good money on that. All right. DP. I don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Nothing really interested in. Not really sure what this instrument is. Let's go on. Tesla. So what I was talking about Tesla, guys, we went through Tesla in a lot of detail in the last time we spoke, but I just said taking the Fibonacci from that low to the high here, that the way that I would have played Tesla here was getting long on the 618, putting my stop down here, and then taking first targets, and now my stop loss is at break even. So I talked about that last time we met. So pretty much nothing has changed with the analysis until let's see how next week plays out. NEO. So NEO is, I like this double inside bar here on NEO, and I like how we broke down, but we got bought up. So if we can turn around above 39 here, I think that we could potentially have a base in for NEO, and that we can kind of grind higher. So NEO is looking really, really good there. eBay. So I took this trade in eBay, guys. Like, look, it's right there. So this was the trade that I took in eBay. Long was 56.91, stop was 55.02. We took that inside bar, guys, and just absolutely crushed it. Look at that. Right now we're at 4.25 times our money. So absolutely beautiful. So right now with eBay, like I said, guys, I like to anticipate the trades. So I'm long here. Don't be long up here, guys. Don't be long up here. Be long down here with me. Okay, don't chase if you miss things. Just wait for the next setup. There's always another setup. We have Zoom. Yeah, so Zoom actually is we took this last week in our private swing room, and we got to partial targets and very, very close to the first target. You see the first target is right here. We almost got to it, but we got partials. The problem with Zoom here is we were all the way up here and then we sold off. So at least we made some money. But to be honest, right now, if we don't open in a safe place tomorrow, we could potentially continue lower because this definitely looks like a bull trap at this point. Beyond, that's why it's important to take partials, guys. Beyond, I think Beyond, there's a setup on a higher time frame here. Yep. So this is what I was talking about. So Beyond has the 2-week inside bar pattern. So how I would play this, bracket the upside, bracket the downside, whichever breaks, take a shot. That's how I would play that. Pretty nice. Work. I don't really see a setup. There was a nice inside bar last week, and that one already hit first targets. So that was a really, really nice trade last week. 2 weeks ago, sorry. I don't see anything right now. And then Chewy was another trade that we took in the private room together, and we also got partial targets on Chewy, but the same situation happened again. We hit partials and we turned around. So we'll see. We need to see where we open tomorrow. Where we open tomorrow is going to really be key. All right. So we have Netflix if time permits. So I'm in a swing trade in Netflix right now. So here's the swing trade that we took in Netflix right here. So this was in the private room, and we took that trade here. We took partials, and we're still holding the position. Netflix looks good. It's consolidating because there's a lot of short traders. Like, look how many short traders were here last time. So if Netflix squeezes, it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be explosive. If it does not, then it can continue to chop. Net, please. British Petroleum, think ADR. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's probably British Petroleum. Net, beautiful inside bar last week. So if you took it to the upside there, you already had a nice winner. But again, just like Chewy and Zoom, there was a sell-off. So there's a lot of bull traps out there right now, guys. So be very, very, very careful. So lock in partials, move up your stop losses where you can, and protect yourself at all costs. Okay. So there was another one here that I wanted to look at. Thank you very much. So DQ, this is energy. Nice, beautiful inside bar here. That's a double inside bar pattern, guys. And there's a Fibonacci right there for sure. So might be 618 here. Let's see. A little bit lower than 618. So in the middle. So definitely beautiful pattern. If we can break above this upside here, look for a nice push. That's a very good chart. Futo. I don't know what is this. I don't see that one, Delfino. So maybe you have the wrong ticker. And then what is this? WB. So another nice double inside bar. Okay, so let's take 1 second to talk about the difference between this double inside bar and then this double inside bar. The main difference between both of them is this one had a major push up and the other one is actually in a downtrend. Okay, so I personally would rather play the one in the uptrend because this could definitely just be a trap because this stock has been crushed before. Okay, so you have to be careful with those stocks. Futu. Okay, there we go. Another beautiful double inside bar pattern right here, guys. So I really like the break above here. You can see the last time we had a double inside bar, there was some money to be made to the short side, but obviously I would like to play the long side more just because what I said, what did I just say? The push up, and look at that beautiful. Oh my God. Wow. Look at that. Absolutely stunning on the 618. That's just crazy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. All right. JMIA. And then we have, yeah, right now, I don't really see like the inside bars there. This is what I mean when I say a bull trap, guys. This is a bull trap here. Okay. Inside bar, break above the high, then turn around and just short. So that is what I call the bull trap. Okay. So you be careful about that. Let's take the Fibonacci from this swing low up to the swing high. Let's see what's going on. And as suspected, we're hovering around the 618, but the 618 is in danger of being broken. So if we gap down here, we can come back down to the 786 quite easily. So be careful with this stock because it definitely is a combination of a bull trap and a failed potential Fibonacci. So let's see. All right. So there we go, guys. I have to run to another meeting at 8:30, and we had 30 people in here. So I'm going to announce the winner of the book right after this call. I'm going to announce the winner. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to put it in and I'm going to get to it before we wrap up. I'm going to announce the winner on Twitter. But we went through a lot. Okay. So we went through the power of the inside bars. We talked about trailing with the mother bar. We talked about trading inside bars on trend. So let me show you guys that again. Leah, thank you. Let me I know you joined late, so let me just show you guys this. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here. So let's get rid of this. So we have inside bars on trend. Okay, long, double inside bar into the close. Good money, guys. Good money. If you're playing options at 2 o'clock on Friday, you put in 100 or 200 bucks here, you probably make $1,000 by the end of the day. That's good money, guys. But manage your risk. Don't gamble. Don't do anything stupid. Everything that I'm telling you is from setups. Do you guys ever hear me saying anything speculative? I'm always telling you guys two things: inside bars and Fibonacci. So have your system and follow your rules. Okay. The other thing I talked about was, look at this tweezer top is right there in front of us, right? Tweezer top. Hold on 1 second, guys. That's my Uber driver bringing me some cupcakes. Okay. I'm celebrating on Sunday with some cupcakes. Anyways, what I was saying is, you see that tweezer top right there, guys? That is a key level going into this week. So the tweezer top, 41.6875. We need to keep eyes on that going into the rest of the week. There was already 11 or 12 point drop, so I already made money on that short if you took the tweezer, okay? So we anticipate for them futures to go short. So like I said, with that 41.6875 is the number we all need to be watching. Okay, above it is very bullish. If we stay below it, then we can have a potential tweezer top short, which is, we haven't had one of those in a while. Okay, but the main thing is, the last thing I want to say is the trend is still intact, guys. The trend will still be intact until we break this swing low, 41.01 This is last week's low. Anything can happen in this range. It does not matter. Anything can happen in this range. If We break the last week's low, that will be very bearish. We can consolidate, we can shop. Maybe this week, you know what might happen this week? We just hang around in this range and just destroy option premiums. When was the last time? We've been having very directional moves. So now the market wants to pull in rookies and destroy them next week with option premium killing. That's a potential for next week, okay? Anytime we open inside of the previous week's range, be aware of choppy environment, which can destroy option premiums and also destroy your account. All right? So I went through my swing trades. If you guys are interested in trading with me in my private room, I have a lot of my traders are in here, and we're doing good. We're doing good. Leah, Kenny, Delfino, a lot of my traders are in here, guys. So, we do this every single week. All right. So that's it. I'm wrapping up. I got to run, but I really enjoyed Sunday Stock Talk. I'm glad to be back. I was really sick and I wanted to give up. But I took some time to understand that my purpose is to help humanity, is to help you all achieve financial freedom. I don't need the money. I am a CPA. I make good money. I'm very happy. But what gives me purpose is helping other people. And that's what makes me feel energized and happy and excited. It's helping people. Okay. And I want you guys to help your community as well. Okay. Help your community however you can. Okay. If it's teaching, if it's taking the kids to, play bowling, whatever the hell it is, help your community. If each one of us can help our communities, this world will be a better place. And especially with the current state of the world, we need to rely on each other. All right. And that's how I'm going to end this today. Thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you next time.